Welcome back to the Create Commander YouTube channel. My name is Brandon, and today I have prepped for you another deck tech with D&D MTG Adventures in the Forgotten Realm getting ready to drop. There was only one commander I could think of building the moment I saw it. If you have followed this channel at all, then you know I absolutely love tribal and theme-based deck building. And if you haven't, then you need to smash that subscribe button, like this video, and make sure to turn on notifications for whenever a new video goes live. This deck tech, as you probably guessed from the thumbnail or the title that you clicked on, is for the Dragon Goddess and Queen herself, Tiamat. However, what's so spicy about this deck? Did you know that the Commander format also has another name? Commander is the formal Wizards of the Coast name. However, casually it began and is known as EDH, which stands for Elder Dragon Highlander. With Strixhaven dropping 5 new Elder Dragons on it, that brings the amount of Elder Dragon in Magic's history up to 21, with Tiamat following suit the very next set. I could not think of a better time to do a deck revolving around all the Elder Dragons of Magic's history. I'll include a link in the description for the TCG affiliate and deck list, and remember to always use an affiliate link, whether it's mine or another content creator's, because it's a free way to help us out so we can keep making videos for y'all. Admin out of the way, let's get into this deck of awesome dragons. First, I'll introduce the commander properly. Tiamat, 2 Wooburg, or white, blue, black, red, green, legendary creature, dragon god, should say goddess if you're asking me. Flying, when Tiamat enters the battlefield, if you cast it, which from your command zone you would cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that each have different names, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle all on a 7/7 body. Basically an ETB to tutor your 5 best dragons. And here, by the way, hold on, is a quick offering of the 21 Elder Dragons in case you wanted to pause the video to look at them. But remember, deck list in the description, TCG affiliate. Oh, and yes, all 21 of those wonderful dragons are in this deck. Now, dragons are a very popular tribe, currently second on EDH Rec for tribes, only to elf decks for the most deck lists available for review. So how do you make a dragon tribal deck with all the Elder Dragons more unique than a standard dragon deck? By trying to keep it to a theme as much as possible. There are basic ramp cards like Soul Ring, Rampant Growth, and Cultivate in here, but there's also spicy theme bits like Dragon Arch that let you pay 2 generic mana to play a multicolored creature from your hand. This card is kind of like Belb's Portal, which is also in this deck, but much more thematic. Hey, also, what's multicolored and costs a lot of mana normally? This guy. The thought of casting an Dragon by tapping a Soul Ring is amazing to me. That is definitely one of the spiciest cards in the deck, basically because it sticks so close to the aforementioned theme. So, a quick disclaimer, there are 100% more efficient ways to build this deck. Make it run faster, have more removal, and so on. Another key component of this particular build was how many of the core pieces I could fit into a dragon/Sarkhan theme, and the mana base is very basic. See what I did there? You can build it to fit your own needs, and of course with Modern Horizons 2, just reprinting key fetch lands and shock lands still semi-affordable due to a bunch of them being cracked during the Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance standard period, it's a pretty good time to scoop some of those up. I have not seen an Arid Mesa or Marsh Flats this low in a while, and that's just one example. So please, think of this build as a shell that you can expand upon, build upon, and make something that is already unique, totally fit you and your budget. I'd like to highlight one piece of removal that will do a lot of work for you in a potential late game situation. Piru the Volatile is an Elder Dragon from Modern Horizons 2. It brought back the upkeep cost to keep the dragon around, and this works very well in your favor. When Piru dies, it does 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. And yes, because Piru has lifelink at the time of dying, the damages inflicted would equal life gain for you as well. All you have to do is not pay the upkeep cost. So if you're playing a Krenko player that has 30 goblin tokens, how does gaining 210 life sound? One of my favorite things to do in EDH is draw cards. My favorite draw spells start with Temur Ascendancy. The granting of haste is amazing by itself, but you have so many dragons hitting the battlefield that will be power 4 or more, which there's a lot of in this deck, that this is almost a certain cantrip. Another thing I love to think about is about how each token that Lathless Dragon Queen makes upon another dragon ETB, man, that is just 2 for the price of 1. I also really love the flavor of Ugin's Insight as a draw spell for this deck. Typically, with access to blue, I'd consider 5 mana quite a chunk to pay for drawing 3 cards, especially since there's some banned cards that, let you do it for 1. However, as I mentioned, I put some cards in this deck for flavor. Ugin, Nicol Bolas' twin brother, is obviously featured on the card, and the idea of scrying X for the highest mana value dragon you have, such as Tiamat or Dragon, you get to scry 7 to 9 cards from the top of your library and draw the 3 you want, or just dig that much deeper by bottoming them all. Finally, one of the best cards in this deck is Sarkhan Unbroken. It does basically everything you want the deck to do. The +1 ability adds 2 mana in any combination to your mana pool to cast a dragon, and draws you a card. The -2 makes you a 4/4 dragon to bolster your battlefield. And I usually don't focus on the Planeswalker's ultimate, but it's super hard to ignore a probable win con in the deck, given that a -8 of this Planeswalker lets you fetch all your dragons to the battlefield. Yes, please. Guys, I have to pause here for just a split second, and this is one of the reasons why you kind of gotta usually wait for a full set to drop before you start doing videos on, things that could really matter. And this is one of those things that could really matter. A new rare that was spoiled was Minion of the Mighty. This little kobold is a 0/1, but whenever it attacks, and if you attacked with creatures a total of power 6 or greater, if this combat, you can put a dragon card from your hand onto the battlefield that's tapped and attacking. Just, oh man, that fits so good in this deck. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So guys, that is going to do it for this quick Tiamat deck tech. Remember, if you'd like to see the full deck list, just click that TCG player link down below and it'll take you right to it. This is meant to be a spicy and fun deck, which means it's certainly not optimized, but it has a ton of dragon themed flavor. If you like the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe it. That's 3 more free ways to help out the channel. Also make sure to check out that link tree for social media contacts as well. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.